Okay, we are live. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Canada. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're going to be watching us from. I welcome you to another edition of Talking Digital Business with Ifeoma. First of all, I want to say sorry to my audience. I haven't been on live for a while. I have been battling a little health problem for the past 1 month plus. And if you're listening to me right now, I know you know this is not my voice. This is not my voice, but I can talk enough for you to hear me. So that's why I am bringing this lovely lady. She is one of the leaders in this business community that I love so much. Her energy, everything about her just inspires me. And I hope it will inspire you as to watch us this morning. So I'm going to bring to you a lady, a wife, a mom of two lovely children who has been in the corporate world almost all her life. She was a former business development manager with Coca Cola. She was an account manager with Pfizer Consuming Healthcare. And she was a district sales manager at Sara Lee Philippines Household and Body Care. And this is among a lot of other positions that she held in the corporate world. And believe me, she got to the apex of her career. In 2017, she got a new job, and just barely a year after, she went into her own business. And I'm wondering, with all these experiences, with all the kind of job that everybody is looking for, she delved into business. I am going to ask her. Her name is Coach Raz. I'm going to ask Coach Raz to tell us a little about herself and then tell us her story. How did she live? Why did she leave the corporate world where people are dying to be to delve into the unknown of business? Over to you, Coach.
Hello, am I here already? Oh my God! Hello, everyone! It's Ras Cabrera. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. And thank you, sis, for inviting me to your page. That's quite an introduction. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yes, I am a corporate woman for 20 years of my life. And I've been very grateful for all the work experience that I've gained and grateful for all the global companies that I have worked with. So your question is why I have decided to resign and focus to become a digital business owner, correct? Okay,
Yes.
so when I found this business and to start this business, it was unintentional. I would call it as divine intervention. It's really God's destiny for me because I wouldn't thought that I could be a full-time stay-at-home mom and a business owner. Although since birth, I would probably have that kind of entrepreneurship, blood in me. Because even back home in the Philippines, I am originally from the Philippines. I'm Canadian by choice, but a Filipina by heart. I always have that, even on my corporate job, I always have like that side hustle, right? But that side hustle was like the traditional business that you do it on the side, right? Nothing on digital marketing or an online world. So when I saw this business opportunity, I am so happy with my job on what I do here in Canada. When I saw this business and say, why not? Right? It's really like the curiosity that led me into this digital business. But that after that curiosity, when I found like the income potential of the business, how the business works, how can we really impact our life, the lives of others, that's when I had the transformation that I'm going to stick to it. But even then, because I've been doing this business for 5 years, even then on my first and second year of doing the business, I wasn't really full like, okay, I'm going to do this business full time, right? And I'm going to resign and quit my job because I love what I do. And being an employee, it's a privilege. Like what you said, not everyone right now has a job, right? But when for 4 years of doing this business, digital business, I've been earning consistently every single month. There's no miss. And I say it with that humility and, of course, with so much proud that I work hard on this business. That's when I decided, okay, this would be enough to replace the income of my being an employee. And imagine if I could do this business full time, I could even make more. And having more time with my kids. I have two kids and with my family. So that's the reason why I decided to become job free. So I pushed the trigger and pulled the button. Okay, I'm going to do this business full time. But at the same time, that allowed me to expand my multiple income stream because as it is our digital business as a multiple income stream, I've expanded it to my other income, which is a social media marketing company that I own right now. So that is the story why I ended up retired at 42 and I am job free because of our digital business.
Interesting, very, very interesting. Listening to you, it, it seems like you had no prior plan to
Yes.
go into business. You just stumbled into it.
Yes.
Did it bother you a bit that this might be a scam, or were you skeptical? What was your first reaction when you saw this?
Oh my God, yes. As like a normal human being, especially it's online, right? We have to be careful on what we really get into, especially on the online world. So when I saw this opportunity, I saw it like on the Facebook ad while I was scrolling one night, like what? Online business, make money online and all that curiosity, but at the same time, half of my body's like, no, it's not real. It's a scam or whatnot. But again, skeptical is healthy at one point. But if you are not taking, being brave enough and courage to take a look at it, because with this business, there's nothing to risk to check it out, right? Because you're just attending a free webinar. You just have to, check out if the business is for you. And then that's what I did. It's free anyways. So when I heard all the testimonials, again, the potential of like making an income on top of your job income and doing this business part time, I'm all for it. So I did my due diligence as well. I'm sure just like you, right? And even if I did take the next step of signing up on the coaching program, I was still skeptical and it was really hard for me to jump into it. It's because my husband wasn't on board and it's like, you're just wasting your time. It's a scam. Don't fall for it and whatnot. But again, this I have so much faith, and every time I go into a decision, I involve my engage myself into something. I always pray for it. So I know that this business is, legitimate. No question asked because we are paying our taxes. Every end of the year, we are receiving, here in Canada, a T4 statement from our affiliated company and we're paying taxes. So it is legitimate. But at the same time, now that we have 200,000 plus, people inside our online business community, that speaks volume that yes, it is legitimate. So yes, skeptical, but I just want your audience to know if people are looking on this business and really, having doubts like this might be a scam or whatnot, or you might just fool them or whatnot. This is your sign. I'm telling you that it is legitimate. And with all our hearts, we don't have that time and heart to to have a business that would scam people. So it's just like go for it, check the business out, and then decide if it is the right fit for you. That would I would say.
Okay. Before we continue, I want to encourage our viewers to please let us know where you're viewing from so that we can acknowledge your time and presence. So if you are watching us now, I can see I have some viewers, but make a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have a question for Coach Russ, please put it down on the comment section and she will handle it. Thank you very much.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so yes, naturally, when you're going into something new that you're not sure of, there is this skepticism that, I mean, we're all human beings that come with us. Some people are afraid, some people are asking questions. Like I asked a lot of questions.
True.
And yes, I'm not sure if I should call it skeptical, but I wanted to be sure that what I was going into, like you said, was legit. I
Yeah.
didn't want to be scammed. So I asked a whole lot of questions. When
Yeah.
I wasn't getting the answers, and I was told the answers to your questions are in videos you will
Yeah.
receive after you pay your enrollment fee, I said, okay. And I was reassured that I was going to get my money back
You
if I
can.
didn't
Yeah.
want to continue. I said, okay. And I went in. I paid the 149 and
Yeah.
I got those videos. When I got those videos and watched them, I went on my own to do my due diligence. I
True.
didn't invest immediately. It
Mm-hmm.
took almost 30 days. I was getting close to the 30 days
The discount return refund. Yeah.
before I eventually, called my mentor and said, okay, I'm ready to go in now. And I invested. So, my question to you is, you said you were a bit skeptical when you saw the video and you saw everything, you knew this was for you. If somebody had told you at that point that this is an MLM, would you have invested? What do you think? Because I received a whole lot of questions. Is this MLM? Do you have a problem with a business being MLM?
Okay, that's a great question. First of all, I have a knowledge about how an MLM works, and I have nothing against on MLM, right? It's because it comes from the word networking, and in everyday lives, we are always doing the networking. In every company or business, we always do the selling and networking, like all the companies that I've with Pfizer, Hershey, Sarli, and Coca-Cola, there we build network and we sell products to make a revenue and a profit. That's how we do. And even in our daily lives, like if I'm a mom, I'm also do the selling, taking care of my kids, everything. There's selling involved in everything and networking. That's part of our lives. So I'm just trying to prove a point that there's nothing wrong with MLM, but that's the reason being that there's like a bad impression about MLM. It's because how the people do it, how the people does the networking, which is very fortunate that our digital business doesn't work like the regular multi-level network marketing, because our business is like a franchise type digital business, wherein if you decide to become a digital business owner, you get all the rights for that business, right? You create income depending on how you work, the effort that you put in, and you don't depend on anyone. Of course, we do network. We call it like affiliate network marketing, wherein we help other business owners to start their businesses as well. And yes, that help us as well on our business, but we don't fully depend on them. That's the difference, right? So it is not like the MLM. It's because the MLM is, I believe, that you have the products to maintain, inventory, that you always have to buy every month. With this one, yes, there is of course an investment and a startup, but you have so many options on how you can start. At the same time, what I love about our digital business is the way how we operate, because we have an automation system in place, like a digital marketing automation system that's working for us, that we don't do the traditional. I have never ever mentioned or even uttered the word recruiting or recruitment on my 5 years of doing the business. I have never recruited anyone. I have never experienced of sending a random message to anyone on Facebook like, "Hey, are you interested of this business?" I did not do that. And there's no wrong of doing that. It's just that that's not how I do the business. And that's not how we do the business. It's because we have an automation system that works for us 24/7. We do attraction marketing that people will reach out to us and ask about our business. So it is not a MLM, it's a franchise that digital business that you can earn unlimited income, but would be not guaranteed, of course, depending on how you put your effort, your work, and your time into it. But yes, the profit is huge.
That is the main attraction, the profit.
Yes,
That is
yes,
the main attraction. Okay, now this takes me to something I saw on your page
yeah.
that says, it says, we have been scammed into believing that we have to become who we want to be by working
Mm-hmm.
for other people. And so I agree with you. I agree totally with you that we have been scammed. We have been brainwashed into believing that. And you find out that it becomes a cycle. You do it
Yes.
every day for the rest of your life, from like until you're 60 something, 70, and you still have nothing to show for it. So, so what is rewarding in this business for you? What have
Yeah.
you found rewarding that you did not find as an employee?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. When I said we've been scammed, I say that with coming from an experience and because of the society mindset that we are set to study hard, get a degree, get a job, work for 40 years, retire at 65. And I'm sure people will agree that, you know, like 70% of like even of the population is are living really on a rat race. Like you wake up, go to work, go home, sleep, go to work again. And you thinking after a month, you get your pay, you pay the bills, and there's nothing left for you. That's the reality, right? And yes, there is nothing wrong. I just wanted to be really, very compassionate about the employment or the 9 to 5 grind because I've been there. For 20 years, I've done that. And I say I'm very grateful to have experienced that. But when I have experience, and when you ask me what's with this business versus the employment, it's really the time freedom. It's because in anything that you do, be it job, a business, or whatever, you can make money. You can make more money depending on your effort or your time that you put into it. But the only thing that you cannot make or you cannot get back is time. So as an employee, you have to work every like 5 days in a week, and then you have to report to someone, right? You only have 15 days of vacation in a year, right? And you added vacation once you become a senior, right? And then the pay is like how much in a year, right? So that's super, it's limited. It's the term. With this business, it's unlimited, that you could not imagine that it is possible. So that's one thing that I love about the business that I did not gain from employment. But at the same time, the time freedom, it's the privilege that I am now giving and providing the best life for my family, be it in time or financially. But at the same time, I am helping other people to change their lives as well. That is one thing. Although with employment, of course, you help your company to make the get rich, right? Because you bring in the sales and revenue for them. They help people, but it's a different feeling and fulfillment that you yourself could really impact the lives of others. Because in our business, it's really helping people, changing lives, because you are helping them to start their own digital business that you can also make more money, create more income, even they're doing their full-time jobs, and then eventually, you can end your job and do this business full-time. I am all for do your full-time job, add this as a side hustle, and then eventually, if it's enough for you, then you have the power and the best option. Okay, I'm gonna cut hours from my work, and then eventually quit from your job and have more time with your family. I am now an advocate of not retiring at 65. If you are watching this in live or in replay, you can retire the minute or the moment that you have gained enough income or stability from a digital business. Just have a backup plan. And this is the best backup solution for everyone who are working and for employees, for moms and parents out there.
Thank you so much, Coach Raz. Thank you. Before I continue, I want to acknowledge the presence of Ayoko Davi. Ayoko is watching us from France. Thank you so much for your time, Ayoko. You are
Hello.
appreciated. So, my next question to you is gonna be: you are retired at the age of 42.
Yes.
Great. There were a whole lot of people who are trapped in the corporate world. I use the word trapped because they obviously don't like the 9 to 5 grind anymore. They want to quit,
Yeah.
do something else. But yet they're afraid to take that plunge into something, exploring something new.
Yeah.
So they are kind of trapped in something they are not enjoying, even
Yes.
though they want to live it. What advice do you have for such people?
Okay. Are you there? Because someone called me. Wait. Hello? Okay. Uh hello? Oh my goodness. Wait. Hello? I'm sorry. Someone is calling me on my phone. I'm sorry. This is live. Okay. Okay. For your question, uh, okay. Remind me again. I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
Okay,
For those people, who are trapped on their corporate jobs,
yeah,
right? Okay. So here's the thing. I have realized, and I'm sure you know, that we only have one life to live, right? And with this, in our that one life, it is very important, regardless of what you do, be an employee, a business owner, or whatever career that you want to have or what you're doing right now. What's very important is you are happy. That's most important, right? So if you are not happy and you feel miserable, remember your job is like half of your life. Not even half, it's like 80%. It's because it's 8 hours a day. That's 40 hours per week, right? Imagine you are not only giving the hours of your work or your job or your strength of your body, you are giving hours of your life that you cannot get back
yeah,
anymore forever. So if you are living and going to job, I understand because it's for money to create a living. I'm telling you, there are better ways for you to make an income and to provide an income for your family. And this is the only solution for you right now. It's because you can do this business part time, you can do this your job full time, and then when you reach to the point that okay, I quit, you are be happy to quit your miserable. I use that word. It's because these are for the people who really like every day dreading to go to work. It's because they just don't like it, but they had to. And that's one thing that I want to empower you, that you have to take control of your life. If that doesn't make you happy, if that doesn't give you joy every day, do something else. Do something for a change. And I get it. It's going to be, scary, right? Because it's an unknown. But I am a living proof. And here, my sister Ifeoma is a living proof as well. I'm corporate job from a corporate world doing this business and now retired. That it is possible for you too. If God made this happen for me, God can do this to you too. But the only way for you to be able to do that, to escape from that trap, is you have to start. You have to change. And and I always say that nothing's gonna change, and don't expect a change in your life if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. This is your chance to change.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, change starts with mindset.
Yes.
Okay. So, what in finally, this should be my final question because we're almost getting to 11:30. What mindset would you advise for such a person, both for people who are already in the business and those who are aspiring or considering coming into the business? What is the mindset you will advise them to adopt?
Okay, the mindset that I always have since birth is really to have like a winning mindset and abundance mindset when I entered to the entrepreneurship, what is the digital business. And everything that you do in life, again, being positive, optimistic, you always train yourself and train your mind that there's always something good that will happen to you. That's very important. Like the attitude of gratitude, that whatever that you have right now, be grateful and be thankful. It's because if you are grateful, God will give you more blessings to be grateful for, right? You have to make sure that every day you have to be appreciative of what you have while you are working for what you desire. So that's I always live by every single day on in my life and on this business, and have a mindset. It's on this business, you always have to have a discipline. Motivation is good, but motivation will not keep you winning. It's because the motivation, it's an emotion, it comes and goes. Today you're motivated, the next day you might be tired or you just don't want to do anything. But that's something that pushing you, that even if you don't want to do that anything on that day, but you keep going, that's discipline, and discipline will make you win in this business. So that is something that I always apply, and that's what I always use on my daily life, on business or in life in general. So gratitude, the winning mindset, having an abundance mindset, and most importantly, have a deeper purpose of making an impact to someone else and changing lives of others. When you do that, there's no other way, there's no way for you not to be really successful on this business.
Thank you so much. My internet is beginning to protest. I don't know what is going I don't know what is going on. I want to appeal to my viewers again to please let me know where you're viewing from, because I can see a lot of people are viewing, but they are not making comments. They are not letting me know where they're viewing from. Well, I want to be able to appreciate you. So if you will just put in your name and where you're viewing from, that will be highly appreciated, even though we have come to the end of this program. So, in all, what Coach Raz has said is that when you are coming in or you're already in, it doesn't matter. Have the mindset of abundance.
Yeah.
If you are coming in, don't come in with a defeated mindset, thinking, "Oh, it's going to be a failure." I
Failure.
mean, how is it going to happen? I know this is not going to work. You are already defeated before you come in, and
True.
if you come in with that mindset, it becomes absolutely difficult for you to start changing it because you've come in with a deficit mindset. Come in with this with the mindset of a success. There's something we say where I come from that if you want to be a millionaire, think like a millionaire.
Yes.
You cannot be a millionaire while you're thinking like a pauper. You
True.
know, it will drag you down. You have to think and try to live the life, not by spending money you don't have, but by living an imaginary life of a millionaire. That way, your brain has been set to the fact that this is where you're going. And everything that comes after that points and focuses on that destination of yours, which is to be a millionaire. Thank
True.
you so much, Coach Raz. I have really, and I love your energy. I love going to your page because I love the energy I get from
Thank
there.
you.
It's contagious, honestly. So I want to thank everybody that has been a part of this, whether you watch it live or you're going to be watching the replay. I want to say thank you to you all for giving me your time. I know your time is precious, so I appreciate it. I also want to say a big thank you to my guests. This program has been in the making for over a month, but because of
Yes.
my health, we kept pushing, and she is so understanding. She has been the one encouraging me to look, live it. When you're okay, we will do it. And I appreciated that so much. You are one in a million.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your coming here to talk to my guest. I will invite you again sometime, you know, with
Yes.
a topic. Today we didn't have a topic because of my health, but when I'm fully recovered, we're going to have a topic and then we'll come back.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.
So it's a goodbye to everybody.
God bless you
This has
all.
been, yes, I love you all. We'll see you again next time. Bye bye.